No sound.
Something small or something major, the day you can say, I've had it, may not be the day it ends, but the day it begins. That's what I said when that little Girl Scout left my door when I'm 25. I give her the big lie, she leaves, I say, I don't want to live like this anymore. I've had it with lying and being broke. Powerful day. The man's finally had it with mediocrity. He's had it with being a loser. He's finally had it with those awful sick feelings inside, knowing his wife is at the grocery store looking at 2 cans of beans, one marked 37 cents, one marked 39 cents, and the guy sick inside knows his wife's going to buy the 37-cent can, and she doesn't even like the brand. Do you know why she's going to buy the 37-cent can? To save 2 cents. The guy sick inside finally says, I've had it. Being on my knees in the dust looking for pennies, we're not living like this anymore. Could be the day that turns your life around. The day you can say, I've had it. He walks into his closet and rips everything in it to shreds and says, I've worn this embarrassing stuff for the last time. And not only will I never wear it again, no one else will ever wear it again. Commit an act that says, I've had it. Powerful.
Let me show you something that makes me furious every time I see it. This is a real tax return from someone making $284,972.
I've had it. Powerful. Here's the next one. Decision. And decision making is powerful. And it's emotional. That's those knots in the pit of your stomach, right? Waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, trying to decide. We sometimes call it inner civil war. What shall I do? Well, for progress, you must decide. The best advice I can give you came from a wealthy friend of mine who said, if it's easy, do it easy. If it's hard, do it hard. Just get it done. If you went home tonight and in the next few days cleaned up a whole list of decisions, that might furnish enough inspiration for the next 10 years. I found this out many times after you've decided. Getting on with it is easier than deciding. Sometimes decision is the toughest part. Here's the next emotion, desire, wanting to bad enough. And I don't know how to tell you to want to. That's something you've got to come up with. There's 2 things I know about desire. Number 1, it comes from inside, not outside. You don't send off for it. Number 2, I know desire can be triggered by something. Who knows what it might be? Sometimes desire waits and sleeps for something to happen. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a song, maybe it's a sermon, maybe it's a lecture, a seminar, maybe it's the conversation of a friend, a happening, an event. Who knows? The best advice I can give you is what I give my staff. It goes like this: welcome every human experience. You never know which one is going to turn it all on. Even the bad experiences. Sometimes from the bitterest experience comes the greatest awakening. So let down the barriers, take down the walls. The same wall that keeps out disappointment keeps out happiness. Let life touch you. Don't let it kill you, but let it touch you. Here's the last one. This one's powerful. Resolve. Resolve says I will. two of the most powerful words in the language, I will. Benjamin Disraeli once said, nothing can resist a human will that will stake even its existence on the extent of its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die. See, that's powerful. That could be the day that turns your life around. The world has a strange way of stepping aside when somebody says, I'll do it or die. The man says, I will climb the mountain. They've told me it's too high, it's too far, it's too rocky, it's too difficult, it's never been done before, but it's my mountain, I will climb it. Pretty soon you'll see me waving from the top. Or dead on the side, because I ain't coming back. The best definition I ever got from the word resolve came from a little junior high girl in Foster City, California, up north. I'm talking to the junior high kids one day. I love to ask kids definitions. They come up with beauties. I got to the word resolve and I asked, who can tell me what resolve means? And I got several hands, and they were all pretty good, but the last one was the best. Little girl, about 3 rows back, held up her hand. She said, Mr. Rohn, Mr. Rohn, I think I know what resolve means. I said, darling, what do you think it means? She said, I think it means promising yourself you will never give up. I said, that's it. Webster, stand aside. That is the definition. Promise yourself you will never give up. I asked the kids, how long should a baby try to learn how to walk? How long? How long would you give your average baby before you shut him off? How long? See, any mother in the world would say, you're crazy. My baby's going to keep trying until it learns how to walk. What a magic formula. Now let me show you what triggers all emotions into activity that brings results. And results is the name of the game. Here it is. Action. Finally, you must do something about how you feel. Jesus, the master teacher, said, don't just be listeners, be doers. The world admires the doers. Another Bible phrase says, faith without action is useless.
Hello.
Do you want to play with me?
Sure. You want me to help you with your groceries?
Faith without action is useless. Some people these days are big on affirmations. You've got to be very careful of affirmations. There's a thin line between faith and folly. The best clue I can give you on affirmations is this. Affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. And there's nothing worse than delusion. The guy keeps walking west looking for the sunrise. I mean, delusion is bad. However, affirmation with discipline can bring the most spectacular results. When the Jewish people surveyed the Holocaust at the end of World War II, and for them it was a Holocaust, 39 million people lost their lives, World War II. 19 million were Russian. But compared to the population, it was not quite the Holocaust visited on the Jewish people. 6.5 million Jews perished World War II. 6.5 million. That was a Holocaust. After Hitler's final solution and the Nazi jackboots and Eichmann and Bormann had done their evil task, 6.5 million. When the Jewish people counted the dead, surveyed the Holocaust, and mourned the loss, those that survived together said, never again. That was the affirmation. Never again will we take our families, silently walk to the boxcars, and let them ship us through the night to Auschwitz. Never. Well, that's good to make an affirmation, but the next question is, what are you going to do to back up the affirmation? They said, well, number one, we'll build a nation Then they said, we'll build an army. Wow. And a navy. My. And an air force. And we'll buy some bombs. My. And some bullets. Wow. We'll spend a big portion of the national treasure. We'll even spend some of Israel's finest lives. We mean it. Never again. That's called backing up affirmation with discipline. Does it work? Well, yes. They've been tested 4 times in war on their affirmation in the last 25 years. 4 times, major. The next to the last war was called the 6-Day War. As if to say, didn't we tell you? Never. Make sure you always have a game plan to match your wishes. Otherwise, they will always be wishes. The day that turns your life around. Let me give you 4 questions to take home when we're finished. These are called questions to ponder. And this wraps it up. Gosh, you've been a great audience tonight. How fantastic for so many people here. It's been unbelievable. I've really enjoyed it. I could talk all night, but... I'm staying here, right? So I got a maid, right? And you got some ways to go. Okay. Here's the questions I want you to take home in closing. First question is one of the major questions of the world. Why? Why should you try? Why read that many books? Why go that far? Why earn that much? Why share that much? Why learn all that? Why get up that early? Why put yourself through that much? Why try for all that? Good question. Why? One of the best answers to why is the second question, why not? What else are you going to do with your life? Why not see how many books you can read, how far you can go, how much you can earn, how many friends you can make, how much personality you can develop, influence you can have, how many things you can accomplish, how far you can go and what you can see? Why not? You got to stay here till you go. Why not? The third question is, why not you? Why not you? Some people have done the most incredible things with limited start. Why not you? Some people have done so well, they get to go, they get to see it all, they get to do it. They get to be there. They get to have it, they get to enjoy it. Why not you? Why not you watching the morning mist rise over the mountains of Scotland? Exploring the mysteries of Spain, soaking up history in London. Why not you? You got to take a stroll through the Palace of Versailles. Why not you? You got to have lunch in one of those neat little sidewalk cafes in Paris. I mean, Denny's is okay, but you got to try Paris. Someday you got to gaze directly at the Mona Lisa. I can show you where to find the most exquisite seashells in Miami and the Bahamas. I know where they are. Why not you? You got to shop on Fifth Avenue in New York. You got to stay at the Waldorf Astoria. Have dinner at Lu Chow's. Sliced roast goose on a bed of apple strudel. Why not you? You got to drink in an Arizona sunset. You got to see the world. You got to read the books. You've got to do the enterprises. You've got to be involved in commerce and love and travel and experiences. You got to do it all. Why not you? You've got to know the results that come from splendid discipline. There's nothing like a view from the top.
Before you buy the Natural Healing Handbook, here's what just changed.
I have to be honest. I was totally wrong about this.
From the top. And the last question is, why not now. Don't postpone your better future any longer. Get at it tomorrow with new vigor. Get you some new books. Ask some new questions. Set some new goals. Get you a new journal. Start your projects book. Get a game plan going. Do some more reading. Start to make changes. Have conversations. Make contact. And do it now. And if you will, I have a feeling one of these days we'll be hearing your story. You'll make us a phone call, write us a letter, get in touch with us and let us know what's happening to you. I want to thank you for being here. My final comment would be ask for God's help, which may sound a little strange coming from a strictly commercial company. We are not a religious order, but if you would allow me a personal word, that would be it. I think humans are unique, but we could all use a little help. But of course you've got to do your part. That's what we've talked about mainly tonight. Do your part, and I think God will do his part. It's a two-way street. And we do play a part. There's a story about the man who took a rock pile in 2 years, turned it into a fabulous garden. People came from everywhere to see it. One day a guy came by, saw the garden, thought it was fabulous, but he wanted to make sure the gardener didn't take all the credit. So to get his point across, he meets the gardener, shakes his hand, and says, "Mr. Gardener, remember, you and the good Lord together have this beautiful garden here." And the gardener said, "Hey, I understand that. I know what you mean." He said, "If it wasn't for the sunshine and the rain and the miracle of the seed and the soil and the seasons, there would be no garden for sure." But he said, "You know, you should have seen this place a couple of years ago when God had it all by himself." And I think that's true. We do play a part. I'm glad I was not an angel. I think humans have a lot more fun. You've made it a splendid evening, and I want to wish you the very best. Look forward to seeing you on the weekend. Make sure we get the little white slip of paper, and let's be in touch. I wish
So, Gwen, why? Lindia, why not? Sylvia, why not you? Why not you? Nathan, why not now? Joseph, iPad. Odi, do your part. And keep doing your part. Why? Why not? Why not you? Why not now? Why not?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've had lunch in Paris on the sidewalks before.
That's what I'm talking about. Why not? Why? Why not you?
Right. And I had the pleasure of taking my granddaughter and 3 of my great-granddaughters.
Yes. Yes. Let's go. Let's do it. Why not now? So, do your part. Do your part. The Nike people, they say, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. the company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global network marketing company with a presence across the globe. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. Developed as part of a national project by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hemohim holds 23 international patents and made history in 2023 by being the first in the country to offer dual health benefits, immune boost and fatigue relief. Absolute Cell Active Skincare, a flagship product, has surpassed 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It received the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office, a first in cosmetics, and was named a world-class product for next generation by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy prioritizes customers, earning customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, a rare industry feat. Since opening its US branch in 2010, Atomy has grown into a global hub, linking producers and consumers worldwide through 27 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe. Atomy products have proven overwhelmingly popular in international markets, achieving the top export ranking for health supplementary food and health supplements. Following the $300 million export Tower Award, the company reached cumulative exports of $1.8 billion in 2024. After launching its EU branch, Atomy plans to expand globally, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. Success seminars that bridge online and offline realms vividly communicate Atomy's vision to members worldwide, presenting a vision of global success that goes beyond time and space by merging business and culture. The ACT project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower active members around the world. Atomy continues to provide unwavering support for success, including the reopening of Songnisan Forest as a hub for the Atomy brand experience. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Korea. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond national borders, with the company, members, partner companies, and executives actively engaging in social contribution activities worldwide. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are Proud Atomy.
Welcome again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Valerie.
Good morning, CJ.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to the call. Yes, indeed, we are Proud Atomy.
Yes.
If you are new on this call, if this is your first time, maybe second time, third time, and you are visiting with us this morning, please go ahead and introduce yourself. Also share with us as to who invited you to this amazing call by simply unmuting or touching the mic besides your name or at the bottom of your screen, and let us know who you are. Thank you.
And don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Any typical Friday, we are just hang out, we unplug, we let the hair down, we unmute, we become interactive around here, we participate, we harmonize, we synchronize, and we have a good time. We share our testimonials, we tell the stories. So if you are new here, we welcome you. And by the way, I don't know, I met Dolly a couple of days ago, thanks to Nelly. And I've been watching this week. The challenge was out. Bring one. And only Nelly answered the call. Wow. Ain't that
Darling,
something?
CJ want to say hello to you again.
Of course. Absolutely.
Here is Dolly. She's here with us again today.
Hello, hi, Dolly.
All right, how you doing? You're in my prayers this
always,
morning.
Man, I'm always good. You make my day, Dolly.
Yeah, God, I thank God for you and your wife. Thank God for both of y'all. And God bless y'all. Y'all are in my prayer this morning. You hear me?
Okay, Dolly, I hear you. I hear
All
you.
right then. And have Jesus filled day, okay?
You be blessed. You be so blessed. Happy Friday.
Okay, both of y'all.
Okay.
All right. And thank for the call to y'all here. Thank you for the call. Appreciate it.
There you go. There you go. Great job, Nelly. Great job.
Right, darling.
That's it soon.
All right.
All right, y'all. God bless all of us. We able to see you this morning.
Tell me you had your probiotics this morning.
And Nelly just tell you I had my probiotics this morning. And she helped take care of me. God bless her too. Really bless her. From the crown of her head to the sole of her feet, and you too. All y'all, you and Deborah. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, okay? And have a good
Likewise.
Jesus
Nice meeting you, Dolly. And great job, Nelly. Great job.
Yes.
All right. You know, I love Crusaders. Love the distributors, but I really love the Atomy Crusaders. You're in it to win it. You know, why? Why not you? Why not now? Okay. So moving right along, any testimonials, any stories this morning? Anyone, anywhere? We'll take a quick one and then we'll talk about our little him and we'll keep it moving. It's Freestyle Fridays. On a Freestyle Friday, we become unplugged. We put our bags aside. We put our books aside. We come outside and we play, we talk, we rap, we exchange ideas, and we talk about it. So let's talk about it.
Well, I'm going to talk about the laundry detergent. The laundry sheets are my favorite, but this morning I'm using the liquid as I do my laundry, and I tell you, the laundry smells so nice. I don't have anything like Nick had that was dingy white, that went bright white. But I tell you,
Okay.
even with the colors, they come out, a little bit brighter when you use the Atomy detergent, laundry detergent,
Yes.
and the laundry sheets. And it smells nice, but not overwhelming.
Right.
So I just wanted
That's
to
right.
share that this morning.
Thank you, Nelly. Thank you for reminding us because I'll be honest with you. It was by way of the testimonials. It was by way of the stories that I heard right here in the Momentum Morning show that got me to start using the laundry the sheets. And yes, the smell, it's mild and it does make your white. And to know that this is plant-based material, that they nothing to contaminate your skin, nothing to, it's just 100% plant-based. I'm with that. Thank you, Nell. All right. Okay, so while the next person is getting ready to share his or her story, why don't I bring on stage our number one standalone featured product? It's called Hemohim. Did you take your Hemohim today? Well, guess what? Someone gonna say something? All right. So right after I give you my 4 minutes of Hemohim, we'll take some more stories. Here we go. So, where the stories at? Where the testimonials at? Why are we so quiet?
Morning, CJ. Good morning, family.
Morning, Gwen. Morning.
I want to share that I attended an event. It was a group of ministers, and one of the ministers joined us in Atomy, and they had an event this past weekend that Angie, myself, and a couple other ladies attended. And it was so much fun introducing these products to people. You know, ministers are the ones that just don't take care of themselves. They're busy taking care of everybody else. And then you look up and most of their health, they're either overweight or they have health problems themselves. So we got a chance to talk to a lot of them, get them to sign up for their own stores. And it was just exciting. Angie gave everybody a vitamin C pack. And
Wow.
she's so funny. She makes sure that they take it right then and there. In other
Right.
words, she goes, I want you to take this, and I want you to be able to see later on how it gives you energy and all. If you're here, you tell me. And so one guy said,
Yeah.
well, I'll just take it home and I'll take it tomorrow. She said, no, you won't. You'll take it
There you
today.
go. There you
And
go.
so the guy said, well, I took a lot of vitamins and stuff this morning. I don't think I want to add it to anything. She said, well, that's fair. So she said, give it back.
That's right.
She took it back from him. And you should
That's
have
right.
seen his expression. It was just so funny. But
That's right.
getting these products out, just like other companies do, you know, introducing the products out in the community is a great way to get it out there and talk to people about it, because we got to do it quickly and we can't do it fast enough doing it one-on-one.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's my testimony for this week.
Oh, absolutely, Gwen. I love that. You know, short and sweet, but guess what? You just dropped a bomb. You just dropped a bomb right there. You know what you're doing? You're dropping a nugget. Vitamin C. That's so easy. And you know what I love about that testimony that you shared just now, Gwen? You shared a powerful part of sales. We call it the give and take back. You give and you take it back. And when you take it away, all of a sudden, you add value to yourself, to your business, to the product, to what you're about. This thing of just giving, sometimes it works against you. But when you present the gift, when you present something and you take it back, all of a sudden, it's painful. The value increases and your value increases. Thank you, Gwen. I love that one. I really love that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We were just looking for ways to make it fun too,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so sorry I missed the first part of your testimony, Gwen. My electricity just went out. So I was disconnected. But if I may, because I have to run, unfortunately. If I may, unfortunately, but it's okay. If I may share with what I heard yesterday on the Thursday night call. You went there too? Yeah, there was a lady there. Right. It was a powerful emotional because she was a diabetic and she went on the HemoHim. To cut a long story short, the HemoHim, what is that thing called, CJ? Something is
the Hamsung.
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
she went on. Then of course she had all the other products in there that we normally use with HemoHim. But to cut a long story short, guys, this lady said that she's basically diabetes free because of the Atomy products.
Right.
Now, I got very emotional because I have a long history of diabetes in my family. My big brother passed away because of diabetes. I have a brother in South Africa who is diabetic. So I'm just quickly sharing this, that we really do have something here to write home about. This disease is almost like the cancer. Every 5 minutes you hear about somebody, it hit home, because every 5 minutes you hear about somebody that has cancer. Diabetes is the same way. And I'm hoping that we can really spread the news out there with these people because almost everybody, it's just amazing how many people have this disease. So CJ, I'm going to try to get that recording because it really got me going yesterday. It's amazing, but every time I hear a testimony, it sort of kind of, it's like I never heard a testimony before. You know what I mean? It touches me in a different way. So yesterday I was just thinking about my brother and thinking, oh wow, if we had HemoHim, maybe we would have still been alive, So I am committed in keeping my younger brother, who's only 57 years old, alive, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get this product out to South Africa. So thank you, guys. CJ, I'm so sorry I have to go. I don't know if you want me
to go.
Yeah,
Godspeed.
To apologize to the team.
Okay, well, no, Valerie, I just want to, please let me just say that we appreciate you. Everyone who is stepping up, who has stepped up, the Marias, the Novlets, and who else? The Joys, the Valeries, the Odays, all you guys who have stepped up and who are stepping up, the Valderines. I want to let you know it's appreciated.
The Nick.
And Nick, yeah.
Benjamin,
and I'm looking forward.
Yeah. No,
I'm looking forward to
because we're going to talk about Social Security. So I'm so sorry, but we have to postpone it for next week because I have a schedule conflict here. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you, Valerie. And I appreciate everyone, the family, and those who are going to be stepping up, because you can't be an anatomian in this space and you stay quiet. There's greatness in you, and we are going to unleash and unpack. And very soon, I promise you that very soon, because I'm working on something quietly, that I am working on something where we will be able to get the HemoHim and the other products out there for folks out there that really desperately need these things. There, a way has to be found, and I found it.
And affordability will not be an issue. We will be able to ship it out all the way to South Africa.
Yes.
Blessings, everybody.
Yes.
Thank
Definitely,
you, Lord.
definitely. Okay.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Okay, well, and you stay safe, okay? All right. So we have time for maybe one or two more quick stories. Gwen, I tell you, I just love that one. It's like the earth didn't shake beneath my feet, but between the push and pull, the giving, and then I'm taking it back. I know what happened to that pastor. All of a sudden, he realized that, oh my God, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. I need to receive this gift, and there's value in it. Okay, and just being out there and sharing and making it fun. That's also important.
Absolutely. We also got some people in the business as a result.
There you go. There you go. Come out of hiding. Come out wherever you are. All right. Okay. Thank you, Gwen. So let's take another story or two. Won't call any names. So we're not going to jump on anyone, but believe me, faith cometh by hearing. And that's what we're doing this morning. And then we're going to get into our financial wellness segment where, we have to talk about financial wellness. It's a big part of the wellness conversation. So here we go. Any more stories this morning? Everyone is so quiet.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
My testimony this morning is about the spot out cream.
Yes.
I had some dark spot on my chin that was very, very bad. And, my skin was kind of uneven. And I was looking at the product and I said, okay, let me try this spot out cream because I use all other product and nothing worked. So I just use it for a week, just a week. After I wash my face, I put the spot out cream on the dark spot and it's gone.
No, that.
So I was thinking to say that yesterday on the beauty meeting, but I didn't get a chance. But today I said, okay, let me say that.
So tell me, what's the product, Ghislaine?
It's the Atomy Spot Out Cream.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna have
it's on the Atomy Absolute, and then the beauty cream, and it's the spot out cream.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. Now, once again, I really want to encourage two things: that we use these products, all of them. And the next thing that I really am urging all of us to be about, our beauty parties. It's time that we get these products in front of an audience. Well, Gwen just shared her story, and that was getting these pastors together and reaching out to them, taking care of their health. But we have something called the Cosmic Millionaire movement. Yeah, it's just doing beauty parties where at these events you can expose all the other products that we have in the store. The evening, absolute evening care. It's easy. It's easy and it's affordable. And it's like just creating the atmosphere, the music, the props. Folks come, invite, pictures before, pictures after, apply the peeling mask, everything. The whole process, that's about 45 minutes. You have customers for life. You're able to expose all the products and you add value to your business. And you're making some money at the same time. One Friday, just on one customer, one guest, in the space of half an hour, that was $50. So when I was done, and I did not physically get involved, I did not apply anything. I just played the video, the same demo that we played yesterday, and that did it. Just follow the video, follow the steps. And the lady was so thankful. Yeah. So guys, let's get involved. Let's get this business done. And ladies, let's be about the Cosmeta Millionaire business. Yes, it's something to do, to put money in your pocket every day, every weekend. It's all up to you. And the videos are there to help enhance and bring substance to your business, to help validate your claims. All right, we'll take one more testimonial, one more story. Don't be shy. And we will move right into our financial wellness segment. One more. Any bits? Going once.
TJ, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you all on this Friday?
There you go,
I hope I can maintain on here, but my computer keeps going out. I meant to jump in here earlier, but I want to say how awesome your videos are, CJ.
You go right ahead.
This has really set us up. We need to get this information. You talked about the beauty, so I can go find me a person. I had a person that do the facials, but I use all the products. The facials are awesome, and everybody needs to share. It's very soothing. It's like you are having someone pampering you on the beach. So we must share these. And I'm also working on the patches, the spirulina.
Yes.
I love the spirulina.
Yes.
Spirulina. It gives you protein. It lives in the balance of the alkaline water. So I don't eat chicken, pork, or beef. So therefore, protein is helping me. So I have a lot that could go on. And
wow. Did we lose her? Wow. Well, she touched on a couple of things. This spirulina. And that's no joke. That's your protein right there. That's protein dense. Don't play. Okay, so we have 20 minutes to go. I want to talk about this thing called long-term care. That runs for 13 minutes. And I quickly want to, after looking at long-term care, should I do it? Should I not do it? Is it good? Is it not good? What is it? Then I really need to talk about living benefits. We all need to be up to speed. We all need to know about the living benefits, what it is. I said yesterday, and I'm saying again today, the greatest thing is to know. Okay, check this out. And right after we're done with a long-term care conversation, we have to talk about living benefits. These issues are a part of the wellness conversation.
Look, if you're tired of just getting by financially, if you've looked at ways to make money from home, but you can't find a respectable...
I'm going to give you 2 reasons why you should buy long-term care insurance.
And I'm going to give you 2 reasons why you shouldn't buy long-term care insurance.
So with the aging of America, Jason, an issue that's come to light, especially with the sandwich generation, which includes me, the sandwich generation being, I'm raising children, okay, but at the same time, I have to tend to the needs of my parent, okay? One thing that's come to light is what happens when I get that age of my parents, okay? Who's going to take care of me? I don't want to be a burden to my children, okay? So something that's in planning has become very heavily considered these days is long-term care, and how do we address that issue? Because the reality is that, you know, when you hit 65 years old, about 70% of those people, that generation, that age group, will need some type of long-term care assistance, okay? And when you need that, and that happens when you can't do defined legally as 2 out of the 5 EDLs, assisted daily living activities. That means I can't cook for myself, or I can't dress myself, or go to the bathroom for myself. Those types of situations last about 3 years, okay? And we're all getting older, right? So what do I do to make sure I'm not a burden on my children? Jason explained to us, there's usually three different considerations when you hit that age or that stage in your life.
Yeah, so you could have home health care. So a lot of people want to stay in their home. You can have a nurse come into your house and take care of you from that standpoint. That's one. And on average, that would cost right now about $60,000, $61,000
a year.
A year.
Right.
And then you could go to an assisted living facility, which they provide all types of help. They may cook for you. They may do some type of nursing needs, things like that. Now, that may involve you rooming with someone else, and the average cost on that is $54,000. Or you could have a private nursing home room where you have your own room, and that on average right now is around $108,000.
Right, and these are just, again, choices that will depend on a couple of things. One, your finances, which is what we're going to talk about now, but also your comfort level. In home, well, very not disruptive, rather. Yes. Okay, you're staying at home, someone's coming to you. Assisted living, a little disruptive. You still have flexibility. Sometimes they let you come and go if you can still drive, but they'll cook for you and maybe do some laundry. And then the last one, which is obviously the nursing home, which is a lot more restrictive. You're staying there, you're living there because you have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, as I say, there may be like a memory care issue where, you really need that extra help because you could get lost or you could go somewhere and, not be able to get back home. And there may be extra costs and things involved.
Typically with the onset of Alzheimer's and diseases of that nature.
Yep.
When you see these options, one thing that comes to the forefront is they're all expensive. Okay, yes. I mean, think about spending $50,000 to $100,000 a year just to make sure you can live. Just basic living. So it's something you should think about early enough. Okay, and one of the ways that people help supplement some of these costs is what's called long-term care insurance. Okay, so I mentioned that I'm going to talk about why you might want to consider it. If you don't have that level of money or those assets to be able to self-insure, pay for it out of pocket, well, you might want to consider a policy that allows you to insure yourself over time, small pieces at a time. Okay, so that's one way, and the way a long-term care insurance policy works, it helps you pay for those costs. I'm going to get a little deeper into that, but that's one time when you might want to consider, maybe I need some long-term care insurance because I can't just pay out of pocket, out of my own assets on this. Another reason to consider it is simply, I don't want to be a burden for my children, and I want to make sure that they don't have to pay for it, and I'm taken care of. They're not going to take care of me, so it'll let me sleep at night knowing, you know what, if and ever I hit that stage, I'm covered. So those are two fundamental reasons why you might want to consider getting some long-term care insurance.
That's right. And here's a couple reasons why you shouldn't. The first one is not an ideal scenario, but you just simply can't afford it. Right. So in that scenario, if you're doing a financial plan, you're looking at someone's assets and looking at their income, and the cost of that long-term care policy would drain their assets where they would run out of money too early on in life, then in that scenario, you shouldn't get long-term care insurance. Right. Now, there are certain things, it's not, again, the first option, but you could potentially qualify for Medicaid. We're not going to get too much into that. But again, that's not what you shoot for. That's not the goal, but that could potentially be a backup plan. So the other thing is to think about why you shouldn't buy long-term care is the mindset of maybe I could self-insure. Like instead of paying for these premiums over a long period of time, what if I just set aside an account and saved up and built up my own level of an account with money in it to be able to pay for that? And I'll get into an example of that at the end.
So as we move on to talk about should I do this or not, okay, because I think we've presented both reasons of why to and why not to, okay? You have to understand the nature of how these policies are structured, which allow you to have some further elements to consider on whether this makes sense for you or not. So let's learn first how long-term care policies are structured. There's a lot of moving parts to this, and there's two different types of long-term care policies. There are what are called lump sum policies, where you drop in maybe a couple $100,000, and that guarantees a certain benefit. That money kind of grows there at a certain minimal rate, okay? And then it allows you to use that for long-term care, and it also allows you to use it. If you don't use it for long-term care, you just die. Well, it becomes a death benefit. And several policies of this nature also allow you to, if you don't need the long-term care, take the money out, okay? Now, the money hasn't been growing, but at least it's still somewhat liquid if the policy is structured right. So that's the lump sum if you have a few $100,000 to throw at this thing. That's upfront funding. Not everyone has that. So they are what are called the monthly premium approach, which is instead of doing a lump sum, every month they'll quote you a price every month to pay for a certain benefit amount. Okay. Now that leads into the different elements of the policy, which is what's the daily benefit amount. Okay. So it says, the cost of living of a nursing home or assisted is $200 daily benefit amount. So that policy will provide that much for whatever type of structure you want, assisted living or nursing home. Okay. So that's one of the higher the daily benefit amount, the higher the premium, right? Another one is how long you want this to take place. You could do it for 1 year, 2, 3, 5, 10, lifetime, okay? Obviously, the longer the duration, the higher the premium, and vice versa, okay? Another one is, do you want...
Okay, so we'll stop it right there. Here's the deal. The question is, do I do it or do I not do it? The answer, you do it. Life happens. Each and every day, life happens. So the question is, do I do it or do I not do it? The solution, you either self-fund or you purchase it. Okay, so I just had to touch that because it's important. Sorry about that. The greatest thing is to know life happens. So the question is not that I don't take care of this thing called long-term care. You have a choice. You either purchase it out there through the insurance company, or you can choose to self-fund it. Put away something, lock it away, and have it grow, and you monitor it. But this is something that we do. We'll not be folks who will say, if I had known. We don't do that. So for more information on these issues, reach out, let's talk about it, call me. But I have to touch these things because life happens. It's called long-term care. The next thing I want to touch real quick is what we call living benefits. We all know about it, but let's just take a minute and just refresh the mind and remind ourselves as to some things that we really need to be aware of. Living benefits.
If you are raising capital from investors, one mistake I see.
So let's say you have a $405,000 life insurance policy, and you made sure it was our modern coverage that includes free living benefits. Like any life insurance policy, if you pass away, this policy will pay out $405,000 to your loved ones, just like any other policy. But let's say you don't die. Let's say you were diagnosed with stage 3 thoracic cancer. Now, besides being generally terrible news, it also presents some immediate financial challenges. You're going to want to take some time off of work and deal with this and then go through the treatments, right? But you have all of your current bills plus a whole heap of new medical bills related to the testing, and your health insurance isn't coming close to even covering some of these treatment options. So your doctor is presenting you with a treatment plan that after insurance is going to cost you thousands of dollars out of pocket. And since you're now working part-time, or maybe not at all, your expenses have gone up and your income has gone down. Financial stress is quickly becoming a big part of this already bad situation, right? Since cancer is a triggering condition, you would be able to file a claim through your living benefits features, and the life insurance company would give you options based on the severity of the illness. So in this example, a stage 3 cancer, your offer would be, let's say, $343,000 in return for accelerating your full $405,000 policy to get it. So if you chose to do a max acceleration and accelerate 100% of your death benefit in return for 100% of their offer, you would receive a tax-free check made out for $343,000. And since you accelerated the full $405,000 to get it, there's no benefit remaining in the policy, and your coverage would end there. But now you've got plenty of cash to take as much time off of work as you need, choose the very best, most advanced treatments available without worrying about what your health insurance would cover, and generally take all of the money worries out of this already difficult equation. That's the power of having living benefits. But you don't actually have to take the full $343,000. You could have chosen to take half of the offer, thus accelerate only half of your death benefit to get it. So in that case, you'd receive a check for $171,500 and be left with $202,500 of coverage in ongoing life insurance coverage. You could take a quarter of it or 10/13 of it. It doesn't matter. You might even say, give me $100,000 out of it and let me know how the math works out. Or you could choose not to accelerate any of the death benefit at all. See, living benefits gives you the option if life decides to throw you a curveball, as life tends to do. Options are wonderful to have, and that's what you want. See, remember in our scenario, if you owned the old-fashioned policy without living benefits, you don't have any options. You didn't die, so you wouldn't get any money, and that cancer diagnosis is going to have the potential to wreak havoc on your financial picture.
This is the secret to drain lymphatic fluid fast. Swollen ankles and puffy feet.
Okay. So, I won't apologize. We have to talk about these things. What happens when life throws you that curveball, which it oftentimes it does? You know, the rain will fall on the just and the unjust. Life happens. Don't be surprised. Let's have options. It's good to have options just in case. We drive with a spare tire. We drive with a sense of caution just in case. If I have a flat, I have a spare. There is a fire extinguisher nearby. This is what we do. So it is my responsibility as a wellness practitioner to empower us and to put us at a place of advantage. Okay, so the power of living benefits, and then we'll talk about a testimonial. Here we go.
At the age of 33, I never thought that I would get sick with cancer.
I felt great. I felt fine. I mean, there was no problems.
I am an avid gym goer. I was really in great health.
We're faithful people. I was like, that's not going to happen to us. It's not going to happen. So when it did happen, it was like, it took our breath away.
They called to let me know that I was diagnosed with stage 2/3 breast cancer.
A melanoma.
And that's when they told us they found a tumor.
I'm like, okay, well, I guess I have cancer.
We got him into a local oncologist to take a look at him, and he went straight to surgery.
When she looked me in the eye and said, I had other patients who have had this same thing, and they've lived at least 5 years. And that's when it hit me.
When your family's hit with cancer like that, it turns your whole world upside down.
We knew it was there in the back of our mind. We never thought about it. We just made our monthly premiums.
There were several alternative treatments that without the living benefits policy, we never would have been able to afford.
There's a lot of things associated with cancer that the insurance companies do not cover.
Sure, I had insurance, and insurance is great, and I have very good insurance. I mean, I think my out-of-pocket costs were at least $30,000 for that year.
We had the mortgage, we had the car payments, we had private school tuition, we had credit card bills, groceries, okay.
When you're not working and when you don't have an income, things like that are very important.
There were thousands of dollars that we were able to rely on that living benefits policy for.
They actually paid out $343,000.
Nothing that I had financially could cover that other than the living benefit plan.
To have that policy just like that, it means the world.
Had I not had that, I don't think I would be here today.
All that worry, stress, it just evaporated instantly.
You just don't know what tomorrow brings.
It gave me so many different options. Without that money, who knows where we'd be.
That's the power of the living benefits. It's very powerful.
Okay, so I had to go there in the space where we come from day to day, morning to morning. We talk about our wellness products, our wellness lifestyle. We talk about everything. The kitchen utensils, the air we breathe, the earthing, the clothes we wear. Barbara O'Neill was on the call about 2 weeks ago, and we're talking about the hair, the clothing, the bed sheets, and over and over and over, we touch everything. The microwave. Yesterday or the day before, we spoke about the danger in reheating our foods. We raise consciousness. That's what we do. And this morning, we just want to talk about the living benefits. If you don't have it, pay attention. These are things that we put in place. The long-term care. We want to talk about all these issues that will take the stress and the turmoil out of life. No surprises. So I will just quickly wrap it up with a living benefits story, and we are out of here. By the way, any thoughts right now before we move on, real quick? Anything to say? Anyone?
CJ, this is Gwen.
Hi, Gwen.
Hi. I can remember when the old policies, universal life policies, did not include living benefits.
There you go.
And then not too long ago, they started including it. And it just reminds me, I remember I bought a new policy because of the living benefits in it.
Yes.
But I do want to go back now that you've presented this to us and see what is in that policy for me now that I'm older. And
I'm glad. Gwen, I really am happy that you're saying what you're saying, because I'm here to shed light. If you don't know, that's no excuse. Okay? Not in these times, not at this time of day. So yes, Gwen, I urge you to get your living benefits on, check it out. And by the way, it's never too late. If you gotta get the living benefits, get some cheap term insurance and add the living benefits to it, and be on your way. Take the turmoil out of life. No more surprises. And don't you say that you never knew. And don't you say you never heard it. You hear it here on the Momentum Mornings, Gwen. And we touch everything. Of course. Every Friday, we touch a little bit of the financial wellness component. So a couple of weeks ago, we did the richest man in Babylon, the 7 steps to come into financial success. We spoke about Fed Now. This is something that so few of us know about. It's important for us to understand what's happening behind the scenes, where the banks are conspiring against you and against your savings. We need to know all about that. A couple of weeks ago, we did living wills, living trusts. So let no one in the Momentum Morning space be ignorant and be so not knowledgeable as to what's going on. No surprises. So thank you, Gwen. And I'll take one more story, a question, whatever, and then we just wrap it up with a living benefit story. This is real, guys. We will not be caught snapping. We will not be caught off guard. Not in these days, and not this year.
CJ, I just Sylvia. Just wanted to say thank you very much for the information that you put out there. I'm really going to utilize it for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sylvia. Let's take care of business. Let's take care of each other. And Sylvia, this is what we do here. Somebody got to talk about it. I can't allow my people to be in darkness. No. And on this platform, I'm going to make sure that if it's about wellness, I'm going to touch everything, right? Reheating all those foods. No, we're just feeding the pancreatic cancer, which is the worst of all the cancers. So let's talk about everything as it relates to wellness. Thank you, Sylvia. So let me just give you a living benefit story, and we're out of here. Aja, Aja, Aja.
You put it in the chat.
Well, you know what? For some reason, it's being so rebellious this morning. It refuses to stay. So, family, I think we just end it here. It's been a great week. Happy Friday. The week ended so quickly. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Thanks again for sharing this morning, and Nelly and Valerie. I do not know, did I miss anyone? But appreciate your sharing. We'll be here Monday to do it all over again. 9:45, the pregame, where we inspire and we educate. 10 o'clock showtime. Bring a friend. And the challenge is still running. By the way, we are in a run right now. We have another mastership run. Please, let's buckle down. Jim Rohn said, do it now. Why not you? Why not now? So to my family, after you compose yourself over the weekend, get your rest, please get out there and represent. Be a true crusader. Do it now. Just do it. Aja. 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 Aja.
Aja.
Aja.
Aja.
Aja.
Aja. Thank you.
CJ, I sent you a text.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Most
Have a great
welcome.
weekend, everyone.
Be blessed.
You do likewise. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a great one.
Have a good one.
And thanks.
There's something in the chat for me to. Okay, just give me a second. Let me see what's going on here. Before we go, let me check the chat. There's nothing in the chat. Okay.
Not in the chat for me, CJ, personally.
Okay, sure. And I'll post these videos over in the Momentum Morning on WhatsApp for everyone. You can, if you want to do a replay or a rerun, it will be in the Momentum Morning WhatsApp chat.
Yes.
Happy Friday, family. See you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Aja? 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 Aja?
Aja. Happy Friday and have a great weekend.
Absolutely.
Make it amazing.
Okay. Bye, Dolly.
Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Be blessed and be safe.
Be blessed.